Hello and welcome back to my channel. So let me just move this stuff before I get started. So in today's video, what I'm going to cover is how to manually create a sub account in your GoHighLevel Agency dashboard, like create a sub account manually without using an existing snapshot. Like the basic part of it, how to create the the sub account and how to also connect your domain name to this particular sub account based on all the required settings and information, and setting up the basic like pipeline within your sub account itself. So let's get started. So when you log into your dashboard, you will have based on the first video I created about the agency dashboard, all the menu that you have here, I explained them in my previous video, and I will just add the link in the description of this video as well. So just in case you missed this first video actually. So I will just get started directly by going to the sub accounts. Here, as you can see, this is when you purchase the GoHighLevel Agency plan and you create your account. This is there is a first sub account, which is actually the main sub account, which is created automatically based on your own company details. And this is the first one that was generated automatically when I actually sign up for the GoHighLevel trial. So then this is one demo account I created earlier for some testing, but I then deleted it actually. So it will delete automatically within based on the date here. Actually, it just give you, when you are deleting a sub account, it just give you some time just in case you change your mind and if you want to get it back. So there's still this option. It will remain available for 24 hours on average, or even maybe I deleted it today. Here the date is already as you can see from my screen, the date is the 8th, so it gives you 24 hours if ever you want to change your mind. So but I mean, that was about the deletion itself. So we'll just get started by creating this sub account. So I'm just going to click on add sub account here, and as you can see, we have some options here. GoHighLevel provide us some snapshots, some existing snapshots that we can just use to get started immediately based on the type of industry that we want to use the CRM. Here we have some good predefined snapshot that's for attorney, auto dealers, chiropractor, coaching, and so on. So we have really some good options here. But for today, I'm just going to use select and continue for a blank snapshot. Okay, so here I have two options. I have one option to enter the address of the company, that is the sub account that I'm going to create. So I can just type it so that it kind of identified automatically by Google Map, which is incorporated here, or else I do have the option to add the account manually. Let's say if I type the address here, for example, even the area itself, and then here I will have the results. So if I just select this option here, it will just already pull some information related to the address here. But then I will just need to proceed and add the remaining information, like the name, for example, the first name. So I will just put my first name here, then my last name. Email address, I will just use one of my free Gmail, which will be the main, that is the email for this account itself. Keep in mind that in some cases, if you are using like the same email for different sub account, sometime it may not allow you to do so. But for myself personally, whenever I'm creating a sub account, even if it's like for me, I prefer to use like a different email for each sub account. So then now we have the business name. So this I will just put my demo business street. I will just put something random here. Then the city is already there, the country is already there, the state. Normally here in Mauritius, we don't really have states, but it's like mostly the region itself. Then we need to include the postcode, phone number. So I will just put phone number here, website. Actually, I can just put just a random website. I will just put the domain name that I'm going to use for this anyway. Like the domain name that I'm going to use in this demo. So I will just put https://www dot. Okay, domain name is there. For the time zone, you can just select your preferred time zone based on this sub account where it will actually operate. But for myself, for this demo itself, I will just use like the UTC one itself. Doesn't make because this is just like a test account, I mean a demo account itself. So now I have set all the main information. I will just click on save. So now it's going to create the account, and once it's created, so again now from the main menu here, it will just give me all access to all the existing sub accounts. So for this one, I just want now to jump to this particular sub account that I just created. So I will just click on it from the menu here. And here from the dashboard, once you connect to the sub account, it will give you some quick links here actually to get started. So like the first one here will be to download, like a link to download the app itself. So like the mobile app basically. You can just like, if you want to send this link like to your client for whom you are creating this particular sub account, you can just click on that and get the link and send that. Then you have the option to connect your Google My Business, like for monitoring and get your whoever will get in touch with you through your Google My Business to bring them to your GoHighLevel CRM, that is this particular specific account. Everything which is set up here only belongs to this sub account, not to the main agency itself. Each sub account is an account on its own. So whatever you're setting up here actually will only be applicable to this sub account, and only users you will allow access to this sub account will be able to actually access these information. And even for the setting part of it, if there are still like permissions that you can create through the sub account, so that you will be able to decide whom you want to give access to some extra features. But then the next one will be like to connect your Facebook, like to generate leads and bring them to the CRM. So it can be like through Messenger in terms of conversion, or even this connection will mainly be for like the Messenger itself. But there are also other integrations when you are running Facebook ads that you can also through the Facebook form bring your leads inside GoHighLevel CRM. Then generate leads from your website. So using the GoHighLevel web chat application, that is web chat widget, you can also like generate the code and then integrate it on your website, so that whenever someone contacts you from this particular live chat system, you can also build up automation for the live chat system itself, like to gather the required information. For example, if you give in the live chat, you give option for clients to request for a code, for example, then you can add the predefined fields that you want to make available. And then these information, they are stored within GoHighLevel CRM, and you can then build some workflow in terms of automation, like in terms of follow-up, or even to send for example, you don't need to work your code like manually. If you can just create predefined based on information submitted, you can also create like workflow to send your code automatically, and then have like the automated workflow to take care of the follow-ups and like things like that. So here you have your Stripe connection. This is where you will be connecting your Stripe to accept payment. And as an agency, or even like when we are providing any kind of paid option through GoHighLevel, we definitely need to have like a payment system, which in this case is Stripe. Then we have like the option to quickly add like users. That's what I mentioned earlier. So whenever we are adding users, we can decide which part we want to give them, which permission, where they can, what they can access, and what they cannot access actually within this specific sub account. Okay, now that we have gone through this Launchpad introduction, I will get started to add like my domain name to this sub account itself. So first I will need to go to sites. Okay, and from here you see I do have many options here. I have the option to create funnels. Funnels are mostly like landing pages that you can create specific level of funnels, like a first page, a second page, meaning that if from the first page, based on the call to actions you are adding to this first page, then you will have like different other steps that you can make the appropriate selection based on the call to action which are available on the previous page. That's the main functionality of the funnels. And for like creating a funnel, I will introduce that in another video, actually, how to create a funnel, how to create different steps, and how to actually connect each funnel to each other like conditionally based on what is being done like from the first step, for example. Then we have the website option. Here we can create like really websites, like not funnels, but websites, like multiple pages, not steps, but multiple pages, like have the menu, like the about us, our services, contact us. So basically like a really well-structured website. Then you have blogs, which are also very important for SEO. This is something new that GoHighLevel just introduced. I mean, now you can have your own blog layout and structure, start publishing your articles, then connect it to your website, basically, which are one of the most important requirement in terms of like website optimization for SEO and even for keyword optimization. Then you have like, if you have the required subscription, because this is a paid add-on, you can also include WordPress within your sub account. So, but personally, I create WordPress website, but then I use like forms to kind of integrate into my WordPress website, and then I redirect like the lead information into GoHighLevel. See here, for example, we have some options here. We have forms and we have surveys. So both of them can be created inside GoHighLevel, and then use the code actually to embed these forms on your website. the difference between forms and surveys is that form, you will have just one single form. Well, you may even create like several steps, but still for a survey itself, it's like question and answers basically, that you want to have maybe also have different steps within the survey creation itself, which these also I will be covering these like in some other videos. But now getting to the subject, what I want to do is to connect my domain name to this specific account. So for this, I will just click on the settings icon, which is here. Then it will tell me that I don't have any domain name right now available. So obviously I will just click on add domain, and the same domain name as I used actually for my website earlier. I'm going to use this same domain name here, and then I will just add it here. This option, normally I will let it checked, because when I'm creating a website or even a funnel, actually I want it to be accessible both with or without the free W. So if someone types in just this part of the domain name, they will be sent to the landing page, or even if they type it with actually the free W, it will also actually be redirected to the same landing page. And this is what I want, obviously. So then once I added the domain name, I will just click on continue. So now it will try to find the domain name based on the where the domain name actually is hosted. And once it's identified the settings, it will give me these two records that I need to add within the DNS record system of my website. Now, this part is a bit tricky because it will depend on which host you are using. For example, GoDaddy may have a different system for you to actually manage the DNS record, whereas other hosting, they may also have their own like default panel where you can actually manage a domain name. But for me, what I use the cPanel itself, which is powered by WHM, and that's where I'm going to access now, which I'm going to share with you on this screen. So I'm just going to move this screen here. This is my WHM, and this is where I actually manage all my domain name, as you can see. And now if I just open, let's say this cPanel where I do have like this domain name hosted. Okay, so here I will just close this one. So now I will just go back to this screen, and from here I will just run till I actually see the domain part here, and then I will just click on domains. So you will see my domain name is already added to this cPanel itself here. So now for me to like change or add DNS record, either I can do it like by clicking on managing here, or even from the WHM, I can also like manage my DNS record here. But like for instance, I will just select this option here, manage, and then it should actually give me the option to manage the extra DNS record. If not, this means that the domain name actually does not has the required permission. But here you can see here I do have the modify the zones, meaning that this is where I want to go. So I will just click on that, and from here it will pull the existing information connected to this particular domain name, that is the specific DNS record connected to this domain name. So now I do already have like some CNAME records here, as you can see, but the most important one I want to take care of is the one which was given to me by GoHighLevel actually. Not this one, sorry. like this one here, this is what I want to actually include for the cPanel. So I will just copy this. So it's an array code that needs to point to this required value here. So I already copied this value. So now I will just go back to my CRM here, and then I will just click on add array code, and here I will just put the value that was given to me by the GoHighLevel. Here actually the host needs to be at. In some cases, just that you know, some cPanel may not allow you to actually add these kind of details, because normally cPanel doesn't allow some special characters like this one. Okay, so in such cases, what you will do is that you just need to remove this a part, that is the add part before it. Just keep the domain name itself as it is here. So you remove everything else behind, before it. Just leave the domain name as it is. Then you just click on save record. The given serial does not match the DNS zone serial number. Refresh your view. Okay, so we'll just refresh it actually. It's just because I just removed the array code that was existing for this particular domain name. So now I will just again click on add record. I will just add the domain name itself, which is like kobweb.me. Then I will just add the value here. Then I will click on save record. Okay, so now my array code is added. It might not show up in the list here because like array code are mostly accessible within the WHM. See, like if I just refresh it here, we will see the array code that I just added will show up here, basically in the list, this one, which I just added. Okay, so now I have added like the array code. So now next I will just need to add the CNAME record, which will be for the free W connection. So I will just copy this. And here I will just actually create the CNAME record. Here I will just put the free W, and then I will just add the code I got from GoHighLevel. Then I will just click on save record. The DNS zone file is invalid. Okay, KLB multiple errors signature. So in this particular case, this means that it didn't accepted this particular record itself because of the simple fact that I do already have some other CNAME record for this specific domain name. So I will just put this on pause for a few seconds. I will just get some of the CNAME deleted, and I will just resume this video. Okay, so now that I have deleted this, I will just add it again. So this will be the free W, and here I will just paste the code again from GoHighLevel. Then I will just click on save record, and it will be added. So now I do have both my array code and my CNAME record added. So now I will just go back to GoHighLevel. Keep in mind that making changes to DNS record, depending on the host, may take, let's say, on average up to 24 hours before it can be like propagated on the internet and available, meaning that I will need to click on verify records now. I just added these records, so I will need to click on this button here to verify if the domain name is like properly connected to GoHighLevel. In some cases, it may work like instantly. In some other cases, like I said, it may take up to 24 hours. So we'll just click on verify and try it now. See, it will give you this actually. DNS update could require 30 seconds. If changes aren't acknowledged, please retry. So like I said, in some cases, on some hosts, it may take longer. On some hosts, it may actually take a shorter period of time to be available based on the propagation itself. So let's just wait a few seconds and see what message we'll be getting here. I will just put this on pause again for a few seconds till actually, well, it's already connected, meaning that depending on the host again, it was kind of speedy, so that's a good thing. So now it will just give me the option to connect an existing funnel to this particular domain name. But since I don't have any funnel created yet, I just can skip this option. But if you just open this, for example, just to show you this part, like in terms of additional option, let's say you have created a funnel, but then you have also created a landing page for the 404 error page. This is where you can actually select this particular default error page. Okay, but for now we are just going to just cancel this because we don't have any funnel yet. Here, you see this domain name has a regex redirect associated with it. Default page and 404 won't be applicable to this domain name, and all traffic to this domain name will be redirected. Meaning that if, for example, I just try to open this page right now, I mean, it may not yet be live because I just connected it. But still, if we just try to open it, actually, it might even give some errors or like even not loading at all. But I mean, we covered the most part of it. That's why I decided to do this part first before I go to my next video. See, it's already connected. It's already connected to GoHighLevel. That's why you can see this screen now. This is the GoHighLevel default 404 error page. So it's already connected. So that that's what I was saying. The reason I decided to add the domain name first, because this is a bit tricky in terms of process and it may take some time to propagate once it's connected. And that's why in my next video, then I will be showing you how to create a funnel from scratch and how to connect your domain name to the funnels that you will be creating. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any question or any comments, feel free to follow my YouTube channel and to add your comments there, and I will be more than happy to answer to all your questions. Thank you very much and have a great day.